Hey everybody, we're going to go back to the 1920s. Sweet Brothers and Ernest Stoneman did a tune called I'm Gonna Marry That Pretty Little Girl, and that's what I'm going to try to play right now. Key of G, get Erynn to back us up, and let's have a little fun with this. Here we go.
You bet. They're from Damascus.
That's pretty. All right.
All right. Have
Thank
fun,
you, Erynn.
banjo
Thanks.
players.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun. And as you can see, sometimes playing it up high, we left out a few notes up there, and it kind of would work with the fiddle really good. You can go back to the fiddle video where Erynn's played it and try some of this and see how it works. So 3 parts, and we'll start with the first part. The first part's kind of scaly, I guess, and we'll give it a shot. Got some hammers and some drop thumbs and some crossover licks, I like to call them. So the first phrase, we start with a hammer on that first fret, second string open to first fret hammer, and then first string, and I'm gonna have a drop thumb on the second string and a drop thumb open to the second fret third string. So it's gonna be hammer, crossover, pull off, and slide. Let me just play that phrase a few times. That's the first phrase. I'll describe it one time and then we'll do it slow without me describing it. So hammer first, drop thumb, hammer, crossover, pull off, and slide. That sounds like a mess, but it's a lot of fun to play. So I'll do it again. 1, 2, slow. Hammer again, this time less notes. Drop thumb, second string, ending phrase. That's halfway through the first part, not too bad. So the crossover lick carries on, drop thumb, drop thumb. So you go all the strings. So string wise, 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's a drop thumb, you know. So let me do that much. That's halfway through the first part. One more time, then we'll look at the second time around, which has some cool syncopation. 1, 2, go. Sorry. 1, 2, go. This time it goes a little early. Hammers on the 3rd fret, and you wait, and you have a hammer. So it's hammer, wait, same ending lick. So let's try that slow. So you hammer to 3, and you wait, and then you do a hammer 5, and then you back to 3 with a drop thumb to 5th fret, 3rd string. Hammer, wait, 5, drop thumb. Pull off, wait. Good, I'll do the whole first part with those, back to back like that. 1, 2, go. Pull off, slide, hammer, less notes this time. Ending phrase. Hammer, wait, drop thumb, pull off second, hammer, wait, Now the second part, we get to do a nice open low string, and you wait a minute, and you're going to get an open pull off on the third string with your left hand. And then you have a pull off low, 2 open, and the third string, drop thumb, pull off. Let me just play it for you one time before I describe it. So it sounds like this, coming in on the 4th beat, 1, and you have to wait, 1, 2, 3, open pull off. Well, I love that. Sounds like I'll do it a few times. 1, 2, 3, go. Wait. And you can slide from 2 or slide from 3. Your slides can always go closer or further away. So one more time on that start of the second part. 1, 2, go. Friend to come back in there from the first part at the end, which is nice. Let me do that slow, the second part, a couple more times. So start, you wait, and you got that open pull off with the with the left hand on the third string open. Right. So let's do that phrase. 1, 2, go, and you wait. Open pull off. Low. This time, on the second time around, you're going to go open, and you go to the 4th fret and wait for a hammer 4, 2. So back to the first phrase, open. Old friend time. Okay, and then the fiddler kind of keeps going on the third part. It's like a. You can get that. It's just the third, second, first note. It's just B, A, G, but you got a G a few times. Then we're going to go. We're just going to make that kind of simplified. I'm just doing and getting back to that, and then hold that. You do it. You can get this a lot of different ways. I'm just going to stick to the first string. 5, 9, 7, 5. Right? So you can get them a lot of different ways. So the third part sounds like this in a simplified version. Pull off in 5. And I'm getting that little 5, hammer 7, 5, and then getting 5 on the second, which is the same note as the first string, 2nd fret. So you could do it. You go down there. Okay, so that's the low style. Now, doing the first part high, you're up to the 12 and 12. First string, and the second, and the first, and then you just go down to 7. We're kind of simplifying it. And then you go 5. You could do a drop thumb to get the notes, or you could just almost sounds the same. Your brain fills in the notes. So let's just make it this. First string twice on 12, and the second twice. Then first string and 7 on the first to 9. First, second. Then just do the first, 7, 5. First and second, first, 7, 9. First, 7, 5. Okay, let's do that. That's the first part. High variation, which is easier, and you might want to use that instead of the low part. But I do like that. I do like that. A little more going on there, so it's nice to have that more notey version and have a nice where the fiddle's doing that, and you're. The second part on the higher is going to be like a first string, 5th string, and then a hammer 2, 4. And then it's going to go up to 9 and 7. I'm hitting the 5th string between 9 and 7, 9. Second time, the 4th fret. You could do the same thing, but that's what they do on the fiddle a few times. 9, 7, 9, 4th fret hammer, 9, 7, 5. So that second part is going to go at the end. It goes back to your old friend. Remember, it has that little. Make sure I got that right. Yeah. You're going to go back to that. So the second part would be like this: 1, 2. Here I go. 9, 7, 9. Remember, we could do the 4. Right. Bottom of the scale kind of thing. This time 9, 7, you go up the high ending the phrase, first, second, down to 7, 5. So I'll do the second part one more time on the high variation. 1, 2, here I go. Okay, and then we have that third part is the same on both parts, right? So what I'll do is just play the first 3 parts and do the low stuff, and then I'll play the first 2 parts high, and we'll have the same third part. Just going slow on each part. So here I go, nice and slow, about really slow. The first part, ready? It's got it comes in on the 4th beat. 1, 2, go. Hammer weight. Hammer weight. Second part, open pull off. First part, high first. Third part. And chord-wise, just to think about that, you have a G, just play it. If you're backing that by fiddle, you could do that kind of with some kind of G sound and kind of the melody. So you want to get that G sound. Right, and you might go higher. Maybe let's see, maybe where? Maybe here. Like a little 7, 8, 9. Might use that same shape on the 7. There's your G shape. And I mentioned you might where a C chord might go. On that part, I could kind of hear a G sound. So a G, maybe throwing in a C here. So try your chord backup too, to the fiddler or a mandolin, go back and try some backup on the banjo too. So anyway, enjoy. I'm going to marry that pretty little girl. Play it low, play it high, or just do the chords. And sometimes I think often that's the most fun of all, just doing a nice backup, finding a nice musical backup that sounds good even without the tune. All right, so take good care. Thanks for tuning in.